If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean, that's
I'm
fair.
not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
The boxing world was sent reeling after a disturbing video involving Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the reigning lightweight champion, and his daughter surfaced online. The leaked footage, seemingly intended as a private joke, showed Davis in a playful moment with his young daughter, where things took a turn for the worse. The outrage was swift and fierce, with fans and pundits alike condemning Davis's actions. Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated boxing legend and Gervonta's former mentor, was uncharacteristically silent for a day. When he finally did speak, his words sent shockwaves through the sport. In a fiery interview, Mayweather, his voice laced with disappointment and anger, called out Gervonta. "I've been quiet for a while," Mayweather began, his gaze fixed firmly on the camera. "But I can't stay silent on this one. Gervonta, what you did, man, that was just plain wrong, deeply disappointed. As a father, as a coach, as a man, this is unacceptable behavior." Mayweather then dropped a bombshell. "I want Gervonta in the ring, not for a title, not for money. This is about straightening him out. If he won't face his responsibilities as a man, I will make him face me."
Got anything on you?
I'm at my house.
Okay, I don't know. I'm asking you. What's your name?
Gervonta.
Gervonta. What?
Gervonta.
Gervonta is your first name?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your last name, too?
The Broward County Sheriff received a desperate 911 call from a woman who expressed fear for her life, and you can see in the footage that he is being questioned. Mayweather, retired for almost 5 years, was challenging the current champion, his one-time protégé. The internet exploded. Was this a genuine attempt to set Davis straight, or a calculated move by Mayweather to lure fans back for one last dance? Gervonta, cornered by the mounting criticism and facing potential legal repercussions, finally issued a statement. "I made a mistake," he admitted, his voice strained. "There's no excuse for my actions. I apologize to my daughter, my family, and the fans. I am seeking professional help to ensure this never happens again." Mayweather's demand for a fight didn't sit well with Davis's camp. His trainer, a gruff veteran named Dale, scoffed at the idea. "Floyd's getting old," Dale said in a radio interview. "He just wants a payday. This ain't about teaching anybody a lesson. Gervonta's focused on becoming a better man, and that ain't gonna happen in the ring with a washed-up legend." The boxing community was divided. Some applauded Mayweather for taking a stand against irresponsible behavior, while others questioned his motives. "This is about more than boxing now," said renowned boxing analyst Sarah Jones. "Floyd's using his platform to hold Gervonta accountable, and that's a good thing. But will a fight really solve anything?" The debate raged on. Would Mayweather actually step back into the ring? Could he, at 47, still compete with a young champion like Gervonta? More importantly, would a fight serve as a lesson, or simply be a glorified celebrity grudge match? One thing was certain. The boxing world had never seen a drama quite like this. A champion in disgrace, a mentor turned adversary, and the legacy of a legend on the line. The fight, if it did happen, would be more than just a clash of titans. It would be a fight for redemption, for responsibility, and for the soul of boxing itself.
I don't know the fuck they think they playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
Let's go. Watch out, guys. Watch out. Move. Come on.
Play no motherfucking games with me. Check out.
News broke of Floyd Mayweather's legal action against his former protégé, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. This came hot on the heels of the leaked video scandal involving Davis and his daughter. Mayweather, known for his shrewd business dealings, filed a lawsuit demanding a staggering $300 million from Davis, along with a rather unorthodox request: an immediate fight in the ring. "This isn't just about money," declared Mayweather in a press conference, his voice firm. "This is about taking responsibility for your actions. Gervonta tarnished his reputation, cast a shadow on boxing, and most importantly, hurt his own child. He needs to be held accountable." The $300 million figure raised eyebrows. Some believed it was an inflated sum, a way for Mayweather to financially cripple Davis while simultaneously sending a message. Others saw it as a strategic move, a way to guarantee a massive payday for the fight Mayweather so desperately wanted. Let's be clear, Mayweather continued, his gaze sharp. This fight isn't about a title, nor is it about proving who's the better fighter. It's about setting an example. If Gervonta wants to avoid facing the consequences in court, he can step in the ring and face me like a man.
I'm about to give you $4 million for saying your name.
He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
The boxing community was divided. Many fans agreed with Mayweather's sentiment. Someone needs to knock some sense into Tank, said one commentator. Maybe Floyd's the one to do it? Others remained skeptical. This whole lawsuit feels like a publicity stunt, another argued. Floyd just wants to get back in the spotlight, even if it means exploiting this situation. Gervonta Davis, still reeling from the initial scandal, found himself facing a double whammy. His legal team scrambled to address the lawsuit, while his reputation continued to plummet. Through a spokesperson, Davis offered a muted response. Mr. Davis is aware of the lawsuit and is taking it seriously. He is focused on getting the help he needs and will address the situation in due time. The proposed fight itself was a spectacle. Mayweather, undefeated throughout his illustrious career, had been retired for nearly 5 years. At 47, many questioned his ability to compete with a young, powerful champion like Davis. Floyd's past his prime, scoffed a boxing trainer. He's got nothing left to prove. This fight is just a recipe for embarrassment. However, Mayweather's loyal fans disagreed. Never underestimate Floyd, they countered. The man's a legend for a reason. He could still school most fighters out there, even at his age. The media frenzy surrounding the lawsuit and the proposed fight overshadowed everything else in boxing. Would the courts even allow such a fight as part of a legal settlement? Would Mayweather, known for his defensive prowess, be able to withstand the onslaught of a younger, more aggressive fighter? More importantly, would this fight truly serve as a form of justice, or would it simply be a money-grabbing spectacle that further tarnished the sport? One thing was for certain, the boxing world was on the precipice of a historic event. Whether it ended up being a noble act of redemption or a cynical cash grab, the Mayweather-Davis saga was far from over. It was a story that transcended the ring, a story of legacy, consequence, and the price of fame. You can see how Gervonta Davis is mocking Mayweather in this video by calling out Mayweather. Gervonta, in a social media post that sent shockwaves through the sport, took a surprisingly defiant stance. A short video showed him laughing, surrounded by his entourage. "Floyd talking about a fight?" he scoffed, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "The only fight Floyd's winning these days is against his hairline." The video went viral, showcasing a different side of Gervonta, one that was mocking, disrespectful, and seemingly unrepentant for his actions. This bravado, however, masked a deeper issue. Gervonta, in a follow-up post, decided to expose the real reason he left Mayweather Promotions. In a series of tweets, he painted a picture of a controlling environment where he felt stifled and underpaid. "Floyd talks about accountability," Gervonta wrote. "But where was his accountability when I was bringing in millions and barely seeing a dime of it? He treated me like a cash cow, not a fighter." Gervonta went on to detail strict training regimens dictated by Mayweather with little room for personal growth as a boxer. He wanted robots, not champions, he claimed. He wouldn't let me develop my own style, my own way of fighting.
I'm going live right now.
The allegations resonated with some boxing fans. Stories of Mayweather's iron-fisted management style were not new. "Floyd's a great fighter," one fan commented online, "but a terrible promoter. He leeches off his fighters' talent." However, others remained skeptical. "Gervonta's just trying to deflect attention from his mess," another countered. "He's throwing shade at Floyd to avoid taking responsibility." The boxing community was left grappling with Gervonta's claims. Was this a genuine attempt to explain his actions, or a calculated move to shift the blame? One thing was clear. The relationship between Mayweather and Davis had deteriorated beyond repair. Their once promising mentorship had turned into a bitter public feud. Meanwhile, the proposed fight remained a hot topic. Mayweather, ever the showman, stoked the flames with his own social media posts. He shared photos from his training camp, looking surprisingly fit for his age. "Tank thinks he can run and hide," he wrote, "but there's nowhere to run in the ring. Let's get it on."
He ain't told Kevin nothing like that. Keep boxing, baby. Keep boxing. Keep boxing. Keep boxing. Yeah. There you go. Look like you're playing pool with a short stick there, boy. Look like you're playing pool with a
The question remained, would the fight actually happen? Legally, it was a murky situation. Would Gervonta agree to a fight as part of a settlement, or would he take his chances in court? More importantly, would fans be willing to pay to see a fight that seemed more fueled by animosity than athletic competition? The boxing world watched with bated breath. Would this saga culminate in a historic clash between a legend and his fallen prodigy? Or would it fizzle out, leaving a stain on both their legacies? Only time would tell. Gervonta "Tank" Davis wasn't holding back. The boxing world was still reeling from the leaked video scandal, and now Gervonta was launching a verbal attack on his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather. In a scathing interview, Gervonta painted a picture of Mayweather as a manipulative and greedy figure. "Floyd's a snake," Gervonta spat, his voice laced with anger. "He acts like he cares about fighters, but all he sees is dollar signs. He milked me for everything I was worth while I was at Mayweather Promotions." Gervonta went on to describe a stifling environment where Mayweather controlled every aspect of his training and career. "He wouldn't let me develop my own style," Gervonta said. "He just wanted a clone of himself. There was no room for me to grow as a fighter."
Well, we on live. Put the boxing on live. Yeah,
These accusations weren't entirely new. Rumors of Mayweather's controlling management style had circulated for years, but coming from his former protégé, the words carried a particular weight. Was this a young fighter lashing out, or a genuine exposé of a boxing legend's dark side? Only time would tell, but one thing was clear. The gloves were well and truly off between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. The boxing world was abuzz with trash talk as Gervonta "Tank" Davis, still embroiled in controversy, set his sights on his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather. Ignoring the $300 million lawsuit and proposed fight, Gervonta launched a verbal assault, painting Floyd as a faded legend, ready for an easy beatdown. "Floyd's old news," Gervonta declared in a video posted online. He flexed his muscles, a smirk playing on his lips. "This ain't the Floyd who used to dance around the ring. He's slow, he's predictable, and let's be honest, he's scared to get hit." Gervonta, seemingly emboldened by his youth and power, continued his tirade. "They call him Money Mayweather for a reason," he said with a chuckle. "He only fights for the biggest payday, not for the challenge. He wouldn't step in the ring with me for anything less than 9 figures. These comments sent shockwaves through the boxing community. While Floyd's retirement and age were undeniable, many scoffed at Gervonta's claims. "He's disrespecting a legend," one boxing analyst said. "Floyd might be older, but his ring IQ is unmatched. Tank's underestimating him at his own peril."
and he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broke ass nigga. Out here scamming people.
Floyd himself, known for his stoic demeanor, wasn't about to let Gervonta's taunts go unanswered. In a rare interview, he addressed the young fighter's comments with a hint of amusement. "Gervonta's a talented fighter," Floyd conceded. "But talent without experience is like a fast car with no driver. He might have the power, but I've got the brains." Floyd then took a more serious tone. "He keeps talking about how easy I am to beat," he said, his voice hardening. "Let's see him back up those words then. Put your money where your mouth is, Tank. Step in the ring, and let's settle this once and for all." The boxing world held its breath. Would Gervonta accept the challenge? Despite the lawsuit hanging over their heads, the prospect of a fight between the two was undeniable box office gold. Could Gervonta, with his raw power and youthful exuberance, dethrone the legendary Floyd Mayweather? Or would Floyd, even past his prime, prove that experience trumps everything? The debate raged on. Fans were divided. Some believed Gervonta's confidence was justified, while others saw it as a sign of disrespect bordering on arrogance. One thing was clear: the animosity between the two had reached a boiling point. Whether through a court-ordered fight or a separate agreement, a clash seemed inevitable. This potential matchup transcended the realm of mere boxing. It was a battle of generations, a clash between youthful bravado and seasoned experience. It was a story about legacy, redemption, and the price of fame. The boxing world watched with bated breath, waiting to see if Gervonta's boasts would translate into victory, or if Floyd would silence his young adversary with a masterclass in ring generalship. Will Floyd Mayweather accept the challenge and step back into the ring? Will Gervonta walk the walk and back up his trash talk? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for further developments in this captivating saga. For more boxing news and analysis, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell.